I'm Billy Thurman, Chairman of the Dawson County Board of Commissioners. Thank you for joining me today as I answer some questions relating to my role as Chairman of the Board as well as the overall role of the Board of Commissioners. The current form of commission was created in 1996 through local legislation that was voted on and approved by the citizens. It went into effect January 1, 1997. The Board is made up of 4 district commissioners and a chairperson. All commissioners are voted on and elected countywide. The chairman has 4 basic duties. First, the creation and presentation of a balanced budget to the full board. In 2017, when I became chairman, I opened up the budget process to the public. The creation of a budget is a multi-step process. First, with the help of our finance team, a projected revenue amount for the budget year is determined. Secondly, each department and elected official are asked to submit their budget request with justifications. Thirdly, that information is then tabulated and turned over to the chairman. Open public meetings are then set up with the rest of the board and the public to discuss with department heads and elected officials their requests. Fourthly, the chairman then presents a recommended budget to the board. The board at that time can recommend changes to the chairman's proposed budget. And lastly, we typically have 3 public hearings before the final budget is adopted. Secondly, the chairman presides over the Board of Commissioner meetings. He sets the agenda for the meeting and ensures that Robert's Rules of Order are followed at these meetings. Thirdly, the chairman represents the county at various ceremonial functions to inform the public of what is happening in the county. And then lastly, the chairman recommends to the full board, committee, and board members for their approval. An interesting thing about being chairman is the chairman only votes in the event of a tie. I ran for chairman because I wanted to bring a proactive approach to the position. After serving the citizens of Dawson County for over 37 years and seeing the needs of a growing community, I knew I could bring the leadership style needed to meet those needs. My goals for the next 4 years are to continue to look for ways to enhance communication to our citizens. Over the past 3+ years, we've made great strides in improving our communication. We hired a public relations director. We now have all of our meetings live and online. We've updated our website, and many more things are being considered at this particular time. Secondly, I want to continue to pursue alternative funding sources to property taxes. This board has reinstated impact fees. They've updated our fee schedule. We've looked heavily into obtaining grants that will help keep property taxes low. Over the past 2 years, this board has been able to lower the millage rate for the property tax owner. Thirdly, we want to continue to update our land use ordinances and other ordinances to make them conform better to 2020. We've recently finished updating some residential agricultural ordinances. Prior to that, we did some more residential. We added an R2 and an R3, which means 2 units per acre and 3 units per acre. Prior to that, the county only had 1 unit per acre or 6 and nothing in between. We're also currently working on updating our commercial ordinances as well. Fourthly, I want to continue to manage growth while at the same time protecting the rights of property owners. We will do that through update of our ordinances as well as our comprehensive plan. And then lastly, I want to continue to work to diversify our economy. As you know, we are a retail-based community at this time, but we're working with our partners to bring in better, higher-paying jobs in light industrial and light manufacturing. Some of the roles and responsibilities of the entire Board of Commissioners include: the board has the power to levy taxes. In other words, they set the county millage rate, and currently it's 7.885. To make appropriations for each department and elected official. That's by setting the budget. To fix rates and charges for services provided by the county. To authorize the incurring of indebtedness. The county is currently working on paying off some debt. We're currently probably about $2.5 million in debt. To order work done where the cost is to be assessed against benefited property and to fix the basis for such an assessment. To authorize and provide for the execution of contracts. To establish, alter, open, close, build, repair, or abolish public roads, bridges, and ferries according to law, provided, however, that the chairperson shall have the authority to accept subdivision plats when the requirements established by the Board of Commissioners for subdivisions have been met. To establish, abolish, or change election precincts and militia districts according to law. To accept for the county the provisions of any optional statute where the statute permits its acceptance by the governing authority of the county. to exercise all powers, duty, and authority formally imposed upon or vested in the Commissioner of Dawson County in respect to zoning and planning, to create and change the boundaries of special taxing districts authorized by law, to fix the bonds of county officers where the same are not fixed by statute, to enact any ordinances or other legislation which the county may be given authority to enact, to determine the priority of capital improvements, to call elections for the voting of bonds, to exercise all of the power and authority formally vested by law in the Commissioner of Dawson County, together with the power and authority which may be delegated by law to the governing authority of the county, by whatever name designated, to appoint, retain legal counsel and an independent county auditor, and to provide for their compensation, and to require all county officers to report on the general or specific conduct of the financial affairs of their respective offices. This board will continue to work on the behalf of all citizens to make Dawson County the best possible place to live, work, and play. Thank you, and God bless Dawson County.